Hi everyone, coming on to do a basic card tutorial, and I'm going to do this once a week. Usually it'll be a Wednesday, but it may vary depending on what else I've got on that week. So what we've got here is an A6 card base. Now for A6 what you're going to do is you're going to have your A4 sheet, you're going to cut it in half long ways, so you've got, is it 21 centimetres? No, I'm a liar. 28. Oh, let me think. I'm a liar. 29.7 it is lengthways. You are going to cut it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half. And what to do is use a bone folder if you have one. If you don't have one, the side of a pen will work. Just a standard plastic pen, and it's just to make that crease really tight. Okay. Oops, let me tuck them up there. Then I have got another bit of paper, and I have cut this at, let's see, 13 centimetres by 8.7 centimetres. But you don't need to be exact. Just cut a rectangle that can fit onto your card base, but leave you a bit of space around it. Okay. The stamp set that I'm using today, Timeless Tidings. It's a lovely starter set. It's got some lovely sentiments, and it's got 3 nice images with a border as well. So today I am using the poinsettia and the Sending Good Tidings of Comfort and Joy. That's the 2 stamps I'm using today. And the block that you're going to need is block B. If you don't have blocks, you can use, let me think to see where it is. Now, your punches, will add anything that's got a flat surface will work. You can even use, although I don't advise it, your phone. Just as long as you have got something that's flat. Okay. You can use your tubs. Okay, so just if you don't have a block, look around and see what you've got. Okay, so I am going to stamp this. No, I'm not. I'm going to use my poinsettia first. Put that outside. And the ink pad that I'm using today is Cherry Cobbler. It's a nice deep red. So what I'm going to do is, this is my card base. I'm stamping directly onto it, and I'm just going to add some poinsettias round the outside, so that when I put my layer on, you'll see a bit of the background before I stamp on that. Okay, so ink up your stamp, press down, and what you do is just move your stamp around a bit, so you're not getting the same impression every single time. Okay, and I'm just going to add a few wee fillers round about, although it's not needed to be exact because we're obviously going to have a layer over it, but I just want the odd wee bit to be seen. and I've even been good, I haven't got ink on the back of it. So that's an achievement for me. Give your work surface a wee clean. And what to do is move that aside and let it dry. Okay. Bring in this layer. And we need a scrap. Okay. So what we're going to do with the scrap is ink up where poinsettia, stamp it down twice. Okay. Because we're going to layer it up. If I can grab my stamp and scrub. Give this a wee clean. Right. So I can take that off now. And then I want to mount this. So what to do is make sure that your sentiment straight on your block. Okay. Then ink it up. Now I want mine over to this side a little bit and up. And press it down and just hold it for a couple of seconds just to let the ink transfer and up. Okay, so that's our sentiment done. Give my stamp a clean. Oops. So now I'm going to come back to my poinsettias and I'm going to fussy cut them out. Okay, so I'm just trimming off the excess. And I'll show you the other side of this is well used. No one's going to see it. Okay. I'm going to close my ink pad over because I'm not going to need that again. And we will punch these, fussy cut these out. And it's not difficult. For anyone who's new to my channel, I actually have Bell palsy, which affects my sight. I am about 80 to 85% recovered, but my sight hasn't. That's probably been one of the worst factors, and my speech can be quite slurred if I'm tired. So colouring and fussy cutting is difficult for me, but as you can see, it's not a hard pattern to cut out. It's really very simple. Okay, and it doesn't need to be exact. It's going on a card. It's not going up in the Louvre. So Stampin' Up have asked us to try and appeal to beginner crafters for a little bit, just so that they can see that the products they sell are very much for a beginner. They're not all steered at advanced crafters. You can obviously up things when you get more adapted to it. For instance, you could heat emboss this with a lovely clear so that it's shiny and pretty, but it's not necessary. So we're going to put this on, and I did have dimensionals. Where did I put these? They're under here hiding. a million other things that are all going to avalanche, like so. Don't even know what else I dropped there. Never mind. So, we're going to use one dimensional and place it down just near our sentiment. Okay, that's not difficult. Then we're going to use now the sprig punch is a nice all-round punch. It will be used for years and years to come. You'll never want to get rid of this, honestly. It's one of my favourite punches that we've got. Now, if you don't have glimmer paper, which is Stampin' Up's glitter paper, this is the Tranquil Tide. Stunning. You can just use any of our green tones. I think this is Pear Pizzazz, if I'm right. And we're just going to put them under there just to make it pop a little. Okay, so I am going to use just the basic, just in case there's anyone out there who doesn't have the glimmer paper, because if you're new to crafting, you probably will have limited supplies, so we'll keep it at just normal paper. And if you don't have every colour, what I would advise is buying the Stampin' Right markers, and then you can then colour white cardstock to whatever colour you need. It is a fantastic idea for newer crafters. Right, so that's that under. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one on at a different angle. So if I just turn it a little bit, it will actually give it a wee layer, okay? And I'm actually going to put that up on another dimensional, so it's actually stepped up. Now you could just leave it at one layer if you wished. That would be absolutely fine. But I think sometimes an extra wee layer makes it a massive difference. So bring our card base back in, and we're ready to mount it on, like so. Alright, so get our Tombow and just add a small amount, and you can see there isn't tons on there. Okay, you don't need it. Tombow is a very strong adhesive. Okay, and you can see that the outside stamping is still visible. Like that. Okay. And you just need to wait till that glue sets properly. And as I said, if you want to step it up, you've got your glimmer paper there. And what I'm going to show you is, if you want to add a little bit of colour, what you can do is get your ink pad, small acrylic block, and just pick a tiny bit of colour up. Okay, I'm going to close that over because I may end up making a mess. I am then just going to add a tiny wee bit of water. Okay. Then I have got just a normal paintbrush, so you'll all have a wee paintbrush, even if it's one of the kids. And all you need to do is then just colour over your poinsettia. Okay, and for the underneath that you might not be able to see, just do the bits that you do see. And if you want it a bit darker, just go in for a little bit more of ink, and you can actually add a little bit more ink here and there. And I'm just going to fill that in because I do want it quite deep. Like that. And then to clear it off, just baby wipe, give your brush a wee clean, use your block, a little clean, and that's you got a stunning Christmas card. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've any questions or any problems, feel free to pop me a message and I will reply as soon as I can. Or email me at canmcclure@gmail.com, and I always reply on there right away. And I will try and help you as much as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.